in a minute here. We're still very early on. We've got 2 achievements out of the 53. We've pried into somebody's mind and we took control of the Nautiloid, which is an automatic achievement. Alright, let's play. If it'll let me. If it'll let me. There it goes. Yeah, so we haven't done too much. I am still searching for some of my comrades. I'm also in a town that's going to get obliterated by a dragon and or going to get killed by an uprising. One or the other. And I just saved a little girl. I just saved a little kid from being killed by a tyrannical leader. We got a new quest. We have to find a guy that can take over as the leader instead of this girl who's very rough around the edges and would kill a little kid. I don't want her in power because she's stupid. She's just going to be killing her own people just because they stole something small. I mean, I guess they tried to steal something that was part of a right, but still. Alright. Where do you find out about your quest? In the journal? Okay. How do you run? There's gotta be a run button. I want to look that up.
That mural, they look like dark justiciars. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And
please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Limits.
The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak.
They did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
A devil child!
I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment.
This may be Catherine's.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you.
That's Natty.
You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
I'd like to turn into one of those crazy things, but I don't know if I can.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
Can I lose my eye?
You don't have to be here for this.
Please, don't mind me. I'll just watch.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
Wonder if anybody's watching and would pick something. If not, I'll pick something. Let's see. I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
You can attack her if you want.
Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but...
Shadowhunter
thank
proofs.
you. Here.
Interesting.
You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have?
Where is he?
Though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the... I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it
Temple
back.
of Selûne.
Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad... At a time, Nettie. Come on.
Why? Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick drop.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on. Fine. What's up? I don't think I've ever had a confidant.
Those would be theft. It's interesting what's theft and what's not theft.
That's curious.
What was the thing that was curious? What were you curious about? The slab?
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Is that the thing that had her curious? Or was it this? Okay, those just make toxin. You can just read these things. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, 700 Years of Age. Wood Elf story hailing from the Wood of Sharp Teeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no threat to the Baldur's health and peace, the more open the Baldur was to gentle inquiry. This tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a fire between us, was like none I had ever heard before or since. I asked if it were fiction, and he insisted emphatically it was true of his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill dare scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief, an empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters. They called themselves Illithids, the flayers of minds. These are the mind flayers. The children of Gith were bet in service to the flayers, a passionate people made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free, until at last a reckoning, its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked. Gist's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the flayers bent and broken till today. To the sage Elminster, over the past year I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorion, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, Gorion is no longer with us. Gorion and his ward left Keep soon after your last letter arrived to him. They departed in the middle of the night, but they were waylaid shortly after on the road to Burgos. The gate warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there was no sign. And some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need information on blah blah blah? Don't I already have that letter somehow? Okay, so there were none there. We could take that. Are any of these reading? Doesn't look like it. Those are all. Oh no! It says these are readable. 700 years of age. Elfwood story. This is the same story we just read, right? If you try to understand the weave, a true pity for only those who are truly attuned to the weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the weave? It is an essential element of the universe, runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. Yeah, we've already read this one. The weave is the thing that ends up making magic possible. Soul coins, as a concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as a currency by devils in their cohort. They are frequently traded, for their value can purchase mercenaries, magic items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she had a soul coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of Lemure status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised to sell the coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. That's that exact same book we keep finding everywhere. There came to me a woman greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband. 3 months prior, the woman had suffered night sweats, crying out in her sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. The man cried out. Okay, the woman was distraught. The man is the one sick. Mark of Chaos. 2 months prior, the man had taken to calling himself Saravok. 1 month ago, the man, he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I tended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they shall bring shall awaken the Father, and through him we will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and threw it into the hearth, where it burned, not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap, reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." He shivered and sighed, as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Iosefa Elgin. A scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier, For her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her gods annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value is a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious, critical consideration between these pages, surely. Or so it would seem at first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and the dewy-eyed sentiment, so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all the spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider, we already know that the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. But even this assessment is subject to market forces. Lord Kelamavor, excuse me, weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There's, of course, an alternative route. Not the end of the path, but the chance to retread the path. Clerics across the realm wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy or willing enough. It is strange, then, that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for the components for such a spell are beyond the means of most mortals. I have interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth, have found them to be of the most dull and unimaginative sort that I cannot possibly imagine what it is that they were so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon a journey itself. Perhaps one day the great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path, and wealthy enough to return. Yeah, a lot of repeat books. Soul coins. You just take that? I just take that. It's not theft. Yay.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects, fine. What's on your mind?
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Harp and wild.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Hmm. You can actually use that. Oh, we can search all of these. No, no! Dang
You're
it.
staring at me again. What do you want?
No. I did not mean to go in there. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright, let's go try to find this guy. I don't know where he is, but we're gonna try to find him.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Got an item for saving her.
Ugh. I'm never gonna hear the end of this. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero. A heroic thief? Mum? Mole said we had to do something. Because the old folks weren't doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
Because of you, I got my little girl back.
The road to Baldur's Gate looks a little...
So I don't know if she learned from it. I should have been more like, why'd you do it? I'll remember that next time I have to deal with somebody.
Heartless bastards.
Again. Swing and swing.
Children! The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Oh, where's that guy?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Yay. This whelp is hopeless. You're wasting your time.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry parasites.
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli, a devil's advocate, a champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
You'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
What's on your mind?
Not you. This frickin' dude.
What do you need now? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had... Well...
I hate you.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. I like your thinking. Besides, I watched you fight at the gate. I could use an ally like ready when you are.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
So they're gonna fight. Oh, that's good.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. You have a better way? 'Cause I'm all... You need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
No balance. Demonstrate a swing. Show him the fluidity of movement he lacks. Oh man, I failed so bad. Can I still do the other things? Are you kidding me? No! Are you kidding me? We'll try it, I guess, one more time, and then we'll do one of the other options. He's gonna kill me for trying to peer into his mind. I gotta keep that in mind. Literally. Yeah. Okay, he's on my team now.
Step, Harry, you have a bet. You need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Gonna add the bonus. Oh. Pfft.
He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again. You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Will approves.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Die if I met heroic and reeking of this place.
Yay!
You'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
They kind of cover them up, but kind of not. When you take off the underwear.
Use that too.
Alright, let me see what else we can put on her. Got the half plate. That chain thing. I'm gonna put that on her.
Don't be grumpy, Roland.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Sharp as ever.
Okay, so they do put stuff in the way. They just kind of throw stuff in the way, though. It's not much of a protection against the nudity.
Excellent.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Yeah, so he's got a rapier.
Keep your blades up, children.
This guy's not proficient with medium armor. Okay. I'll put that on him.
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Health increased. Warlock spell slot gained. New spell. Okay, so you can have one spell. Protection from good and evil, Witch Bolt, Hex. So he would have advantage in charisma checks, but only him. Well, he could cast Charm. I don't know. Go with that one. I guess we'll do that? I don't know. I don't know if I had to do that last step or not.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. Fine. What's on... I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Step, parry, swing, lunge.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means, what else is on your mind? My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved. The cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right, what else is on your mind?
Should have asked him the other question.
Swing.
True.
One more time.
Any questions, children?
What to bring?
How long do you think we've got before the goblins...
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
No.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
How much is that? 242, holy crap. Shield. 127. He does sell the dye. It is uncommon. I think it's more expensive than it was from the other guy. I don't know. Well, the blue dye is. The light blue dye is less expensive, though. Interesting. Trading the dye back to him is like nothing. Amethyst is only worth 20. Eh. Alright, I'm gonna try to experiment with that, stuff. So I gotta save real quick. Interesting. Okay.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Alright, I'm gonna see if you can color the undies.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
I miss my forge.
We're exposed.
Interesting.
Where did I put that over?
Die if I met the Roakan reaching of
Just
this
because you have dye doesn't
Never
mean
get
you
the
can use
smell
it.
of my clothes. We're exposed.
What took green?
What kind of dye was that? I don't know. Alright, let's reload, because I think we can combine it with some of the other stuff. I think we just have to take stuff off. So let's do that. We'll take some of the special clothing off.
Ain't leaving cell for a good while after this.
What's next, I wonder?
We're exposed.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Where's the green dye? Did I lose it somehow? When I tried to do the combination? Oh, there it is.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Shadow Heart's clothes.
Die if I met the Roakan reeking of this place. Never get the smell out of my clothes.
The half plate.
Burn them.
Did that actually do anything? I don't think it did anything. Did that even color anything green? What could it have possibly colored? I don't think it worked. I'll have to look it up later. Maybe there's a way to paint it. If you combine it with like a brush or something. Maybe you can make a green brush and then brush your clothes or something. I don't know. Let me examine it too. Combine this dye with an equipment item to alter the colors of fabric, leathers, and even metal. That's what it says. But I didn't see it alter any fabric.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends.
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
It's also weird you can't combine it with clothes you're already wearing. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but still. I mean, maybe it's more purple. It's impossible to know. Let's just go. Maybe it turned more purple. I'll have to put it on some clothes that it'll be very obvious when they change color. I guess this one might have changed color. I think it changed from silver to blue.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins... I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. Easy money.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
I didn't mean to do that. What? Oops. Where's our girl? Is she over here?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you.
Why did I steal my bedroll? Oops.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Didn't mean to go to the camp.
Ain't leaving town for a good while after this.
Damn goblins!
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. And what about our people? Half the crew's lying dead back in that room. Even the new lad, his first contract, and we land him in a god's damned goblin nest. He actually stood and fought, the stupid bastard. Like I never trained him better. Bravery? No. That was lesson 1. Liam, I don't...
No, you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off.
Dumb enough to ask.
I will.
True.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me?
Nice.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
So he's going back to his normal spot. Oh, he's not. Alright, he's going to, like, his home spot.
Curious.
It's our job to get us out of here. Not yours.
The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Maul says.
That girl.
Heartless.
I think I talked to everybody here. What about this thing? Oh, who has the animal skill?
Defender of the people.
Something's off.
They won't let him talk. They won't let you talk to him, huh? Oh, maybe I have to use a spell. Why isn't it available? When is it available?
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no...
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Is there anything you need?
Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Most are tieflings, they'll be fine. They have devilish powers.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
I have no money.
Sylvanas, guide your...
I got no money. The brittle pages of this book have been rendered illegible with age, save for the occasional name written in crimson ink. A newer, sturdier page has been inserted behind the front cover. It reads, "Found in the riverside structure to the south, sheds no light on the purpose of that grim place, but confirms what we already know. It is very old. All else is just speculation." Alright, so where are we going? I guess anywhere, right? There's just like a random chair here. Okay, cool. I think it was just the stone, though. Okay, I've seen that guy before. There's the horn.
You made it look so easy.
Alright, easiest way down. Let's see. Ah.
The pride of the gate.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. You follow the squirrel, looking around, head. She studies you after a final...
Still alive, so that's progress.
Oh yeah, this was the exit. Okay. Well, we're going to Goblin territory because I gotta find that guy.
More goblins. What's next?
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Well met.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders.
Comes with the territory.